Hey folks, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Listen guys, before we actually get started, I want to read a little quote for you tonight before we start the hangout. And actually, it's by a very good friend of mine, my mentor, one of my mentors, a great leader out there in the internet marketing world. I think some of you might have seen it on my Facebook page. But anyway, for those of you that have not, I want to share it with you. Folks, what's possible in the world is possible for me. Now, I'm going to say that again, folks. What's possible in the world, whatever it is, whatever is going on in the world, whatever somebody else is doing, is possible for me. Now, my question, guys, is how many of you really believe that? I mean, I believe it. I know it's possible. How many of you really believe that? You know, I'm just going to segue for a second, folks, and I want to mention, in fact, I'm not even going to mention the person's name. It's really irrelevant. But there was this basketball player who was, I believe he was 5'9" or 5'10". Now, by all the standards that I'm aware of, that's short. That's small for a basketball player. And this particular basketball player wanted to become a professional basketball player. Now, folks, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because, you know, we hear many times that you can be and do whatever you want. And then some people will tell you, well, you can't do that. You know, in other words, you don't fit the mold to do that. Or, for example, in fact, I used to say this myself. Well, you know, you can't do anything you want to do because, for example, certain sports, what have you, have certain standards. For example, basketball. You need to be over 6 foot tall because you're just not going to make it. Well, you know what I found out, folks? That's not true. Because this basketball player that I'm thinking of, and some of you might even know him, I was going to give you a hint what team he's on, but by the way, he's retired. And also, it's really irrelevant. There's also many football players. And as you know, in football, normally it's a sport where the guys are really big and strong. But I've seen some football players that were weighing like 160, 165 pounds. Of course, it depends on what position that they play. Folks, here's where I'm going with all this before we start the hangout. I'm going to say it again, guys. What's possible in the world is possible for me. Now, folks, don't get mad at me when I say this. I'm just telling you the truth. Those of you on this hangout, your main purpose for being here, besides liking me so much, your main purpose for being here is that you want to make money. Either you want to make part-time money, maybe you want to do this internet marketing business full-time, maybe you want to replace your job, whatever. Folks, you guys, you want to make money, correct? Folks, I'm going to tell you something. That is one of the easiest things you will ever do in your life. Now, I know some of you are saying, "Oh, right, Miles, that's easy for you to say because you know you're making money. You built a pretty large team." Folks, no, listen, guys. You can and you will do this as long as you stay committed, stay focused, and believe in your dream. You can do this, guys. So, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. We're like probably 5 minutes into the hangout, and I haven't even introduced myself. Hey, guys, I'm Miles Seegers for the BIM Transformation Team Hangout. My team and I, you know, we have these hangouts every single week, and we have a lot of fun. So we are going to get started right now. And, guys, I'm actually I'm going to try my best. Probably I'm not going to have a choice, but I'm going to keep this hangout short. And the reason why I'm saying that, those of you that are not on my hangouts every single week, you guys are not aware that, you know, I sometimes have a 90-minute or a 2-hour hangout because I just love talking and I love sharing information with you guys. But, you know, I've been so busy all day working on a lot of different things. And, guys, the things I've been working on throughout the day is really for you guys. I'm getting ready for this huge hangout that we're going to do next week. At least I'm hoping it's going to be big because again, I say this about a lot of things. What I'm going to be sharing on the hangout next week, going to have a very special guest next week. What I'm going to be sharing on the hangout, I already know. I am already experiencing right now, and I want to be able to share that with you guys. So, again, after I'm done this hangout, I'm going to be going to get back to work, working on some things, folks. There's just a lot going on within Power Network, Big Idea Mastermind. There's a lot of good things going on, and I just want to try my best to reach out to you guys and just share it all with you. So before I get started, I want to check the comments real quick, like I always do, see if there's any questions or what have you. What's up, Patty? How you doing? Patty says Miles loves to talk. Yeah, I do, Patty. But you know what? More important than that, I hope that when I'm talking, I'm sharing content and I'm sharing value with you guys, because that's the number one thing. That's number one. So I'm just taking a look here, see who's out here. Hey, by the way, guys, real quick, before I forget, I want to remember, I mentioned, excuse me, I mentioned probably about, well, I won't say a month ago, before I left for Charlotte, I mentioned that those of you that were interested in doing a hangout to get with me and let's set something up. I know some of you have gotten back with me. Again, then I went to Charlotte, so there was a kind of disconnect there. And but again, guys, I want you guys to contact me again after this hangout. And here's what I'll say to you guys, okay? Let's do it. That's simple. You know, folks, you can change your life in a split second. It just takes a split second, just like one of my mentors, Tony Robbins, talks about all the time. It just takes a split second to change your life and to make a decision. So, for those of you that are on live, okay, get to me first. Those of you that are watching the recording, well, I guess you're not going to be first because you're watching the recording. But, folks, let's do it. I've already done it with one of my team members, Chris Brendamore. Hope you're out there, Chris. And I know I've gotten an email from Gerald. If you're out there, Gerald, how you doing, buddy? I've gotten an email from Jake. But, folks, what I'm telling you is, you guys, you folks really need to take this word serious, because this long word that I'm going to give you is killing you. It's killing your business. It's killing your health. It's killing your relationships. Now you're probably saying to yourself, "Wow, what word is Miles talking about?" Well, guys, you should know which word I'm talking about. You know, you should know which word. In fact, guys, we're going to start having a lot of fun here. A lot of fun. Folks, I want you guys to be on my Hangouts. I want you to follow me. Because you know what, folks? If you continue doing that, you're going to have your breakthrough. I know that. Even though you may not know it, I know it. I know you're going to have your breakthrough. So, with that said, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you folks stay with me, to make sure you hang in there and you have your breakthrough. I'm going to be doing some fun stuff going forward. So with that said, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't looked at the comments over here. Now, maybe somebody guessed that word that I'm talking about, but the first person that does guess and post it over here, okay, I'm going to send that person $50. What did Miles say? Yes, I'm going to send that person $50. Post it over here. Maybe it's already there. I don't know. I'm going to check in a second. But if it's already there, all I can tell you guys is the first person that posted it is going to get $50 from me. Now I'm going to say it again. This word, it's killing you guys. It's stifling you. It's hurting your business. It's hurting your personal relationships. It's hurting your health. And I'm guilty of this word sometimes myself. But you need to be conscious of it. You need to be aware of it. And you need to do something about it. Because, folks, if you can get over this hurdle, if you can get past this word, man, I'm telling you, life gets good. You can do things that are going to blow your mind. And you'll be looking back, just like I'm looking back. 18 months later, I'm looking back and I'm saying to myself, you know, all the things I've accomplished in 18 months. And folks, I got a long way to go. There's a lot more I want to do with my life. You guys know my vision of emancipation. So, you know, this word I'm talking about, we have to work on it every day because, you know, it's a dirty word that stops us from really achieving our dreams. And folks, I'm telling you, okay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, you know, I have all the answers to your personal relationship, that I can help you with your personal issues, whether it's family, whatever. But I am sitting here telling you, I can help you. I know I can help you with your financial problems, with your financial issues. Because guess what, folks? Just like my brother Michelangelo says, you know, and by the way, Les Brown, my mentor Les Brown says this also. It really doesn't matter what problem it is. If the problem was created by man, and what I mean by that, guys, your bills, you know, wanting to have a better life, a nicer car, a nicer home, you know, being able to send your children to college, being able to retire early. Those are all man-made issues. I don't even want to call them problems. They are all man-made. And I will tell you, there is no man-made issue or problem that money cannot solve. And that's the truth. So let me take a look at the comments real quick, see who won $50 here. Wow, congratulations, Bernie. Bernie Golden got it. You know, oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Bernie, somebody, I made a mistake. Somebody beat you to it. I'm sorry, Bernie. You know what? See that, guys? I didn't go far enough down to check the comments, so let me go all the way down and see who was the first person. Dawn. What's up, Dawn? Dawn got it. $50, Dawn, right to your bank account. And you know what, guys? Since I am such, I think I'm a pretty cool guy. What do you guys think? Tell me. I think I'm a pretty cool guy. And I like to share the wealth. Guys, that's why I'm here. You know what? I don't have to do these hangouts. These hangouts are for my team, for my followers, and for my friends. So because I screwed up and I said somebody else's name first, Bernie Golden, guess what, Bernie? I'm also going to give you $50. So, folks, I'm giving away $100 tonight. See, I like to be fair, guys. I like to be fair. So, Dawn, Bernie, congratulations. Now, I would hope that you invest that money back into your business, at least half of it. And folks, let me tell you something. For $25, okay, you can run a nice little ad. You can do a little Facebook ad. You can do a Craigslist ad. You know, whatever, guys. You can do some things. Or, you know, just save that money for a rainy day. So, anyway, guys, congratulations. By the way, folks, I'm going to be giving away more money as we go on these hangouts. And, guys, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Folks, you know what? We are all children at heart. We're all the same. You know, a lot of you grow up, you become adults, you really take yourself too serious. That's also what's holding you back. Guys, this business should be fun. If this business is not fun, guys, you're doing something wrong. And we're going to figure that out together. But if this business, just like my mentor and my bro, Vic Stryzus talks about all the time, if this business is not fun, go get a job. Well, maybe you already have one. But, folks, we got to make it fun. So, you know, I'm all about spreading value, giving you guys content, and also, guys, spreading the wealth. So if I can bribe you guys, yeah, I said it. If I can bribe you to be on these hangouts, have some fun, make a little money, and yes, invest that money back into your business. And folks, I'll tell you where to put the money. Those of you who win the money, I'll tell you what advertising campaigns and marketing campaigns, you know, you should invest your money in. So I said it, guys, and I meant it. I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm not one of those, and I'm not going to mention any names because we're all friends here. I'm not one of those people that have hangouts every so often or once a month or what have you, and they're just blowing smoke with you guys. They're talking about, getting to the upper levels of success, and they claim that they want to bring you with them, but, folks, just taking off the gloves a little bit. I see a lot of things on Facebook, and I really don't believe that everyone wants to bring you with them. I just see a lot of competition on the internet, on Facebook, yeah. And I see a lot of egos on Facebook too. Those people, they know who they are. I've met many of them at different events and what have you, and I've seen some of them at events, and well, we'll leave it at that. But anyway, guys, when I say that I'm going to the top, just like Dr. Martin Luther King spoke about reaching the mountaintop. When I talk about getting to the top and bringing my friends with me, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know who it's going to be. I have a lot of friends. I don't know who it's going to be, but whoever wants to come with me, come on, let's go. Let's go, guys. Guys, real quick behind me. I know a lot of you probably see it every week. Miles, I see Miles's whiteboard, if you guys are paying attention. And he doesn't change that whiteboard. It's like the same stuff on there every week. Yes, it is. But little do you know, on the other side of my office here, I have 2 other whiteboards that you guys cannot see. And those get changed all the time. And over here, on this side, I have a bulletin board that you guys cannot see. Why haven't I changed this whiteboard? Does anybody know? Who else wants to win some money? No, I'm just kidding, folks. This is not going to be a game show here, all hangout. But guys, here's the reason why I haven't changed what's on this whiteboard. Because, folks, if you follow what's on that whiteboard, if you don't really know what's on that whiteboard, I think you should know if you're in Big Idea Mastermind. If you don't know what's on that whiteboard, hit me up. I'll send you a diagram or what have you. But I'll say it again, folks. If you follow, if you business-wise, if you model your business and follow what's on this whiteboard behind me, folks, you can determine how much money you would like to earn in your business, how much money you'd like to earn monthly, how much money you would like to earn yearly. That is the secret right here, if you want to call it a secret. We're always talking about secrets. Well, that is the path that your business needs to take. My mentor, Vic Streiser, shared that with me. So why does that stay on my whiteboard, folks? Because, guys, come on. You know the way the human mind works. You know the way the brain works. You write something down. You look at it a few times. 2, 3 days later, it's gone, folks. It's no longer in your mind. It's no longer ingrained in your subconscious. So that's why I keep that there, because I like to look at it every single day, ingrain it in my subconscious. That's how I run my business. That's how Vic has built a multi-million-dollar business. And that's how I am also going to build a multi-million-dollar business. Now, some of you may not want to build a million-dollar business. Some of you may say, Miles, I don't want all that money because, with money becomes headaches. Well, guys, that's fine. If you don't want to, you don't have to build a 7-figure business. You can build a 6-figure business. Now, if you're going to sit there and tell me, Miles, I don't want to build a 6-figure business either. I don't want to earn $100,000 a year. I don't want to earn $200,000 a year. Well, folks, if that's the case, you're in the wrong place. What time is it right now? Well, I would say that The Price is Right is probably still on. So if you run right now, go turn on your TV. I'm sure you can catch it because you're probably in the wrong place. So with that said, guys, I just want to hang out with all you guys. I want to have some fun. I'm gearing up for next week. And guys, I'm going to be careful when I talk about this. I'm just checking the comments here. I'm going to be careful when I... Oh, and before I go on, Dawn and Bernie, just if you guys have a PayPal account, just send me your PayPal address. I'll get the money to you just like that. Um, Folks, this is a business here. Okay, this is a business. I work with my team members. I have never went into the witness protection program, and I don't plan to. I will be here for you guys each and every Monday night. So I'm going to say some things that some people may raise an eyebrow a little bit. I don't know. I really don't care. I have another team member who recently joined my team, and the gentleman went all in. And I did set up a special deal for him. Yeah, I do things like that because I like to help people. Jonathan, I haven't forgot about you, brother. I'm going to be PayPaling you some money tonight. Forgot about it the other day, but I will take care of you. Don't worry about that. So, what was I going to say? So, Bernie, Dawn, if you guys don't have a PayPal account, if you don't, I would highly suggest that you set one up because you're going to need one anyway. So, either set one up, I'll get you your money, or if for some reason you don't want to set one up, just send me your mailing address and I'll send you a check. How's that? Cool? Deal? Okay, cool. Now, since next week is going to be, where was I going earlier, guys? Somebody remind me. What was I saying earlier? Yeah, I was talking about hype, guys. When I talk about the Hangout that's coming up next week, I don't want to hype it up, guys. I'm just excited. That's all, because what's going to be shared on that Hangout, I believe, is really, really going to help you guys break through in your business. So see, folks, we're all different. We all reach our breakthrough at different points. There's people that are joining Empower Network Big Idea Mastermind every day. I know these people. Some people have their first sale after just a few days. Some people may take 30 days to get their first sale. What have you? We're all different. But what I do know is, guys, we all have the same trigger points, I'll call it. We all have those same trigger points. It's just that a lot of times there are, how can I say this? There are external factors that will affect you, that will cause you to take action in a certain area where maybe somebody else just doesn't. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, folks. Someone else just has not tapped into that resource that they all have. Because, guys, here's the thing. You guys might have heard this before. If you haven't, I'm going to say this to you right now. You guys, you folks, can read as many books as you want, which I encourage you to do. You should be reading daily. You can read as many books as you want about personal development, about making money, all the things that you need to do to transform and change your life. But guys, you know what? I'm going to call it a dirty little secret. Not really a secret. I know a lot of people use this to sell products, sell courses, sell webinars. A lot of the gurus like to kind of keep you trapped, in this spiral, so they can just keep selling you stuff. Here's what I'm going to say to all of you. If you set a goal, if you set an intention, where you want to be with your life, where you want to go, whether it's money, income, whatever, whatever you want to do with your life, you want to build your Empower Network business, you want to build your network marketing business. I'm going to tell you something, folks, that I think you probably already know, but you probably forget about. It's just not on your mind, or maybe you don't know this. Listen to me carefully, guys. If you're playing with your Facebook or checking your phone, stop for a second. Listen to me. All of the resources, I'm going to say it again, all of the resources, all of the knowledge, all of the tools that you need to build a 6-figure business or a 7-figure business or, yes, an 8-figure business, folks, you already have. It's already in you. Folks, each and every one of you, you're a masterpiece. Do you understand that? I mean, come on, guys. I wish, you know what, guys? We're going to be doing some things in the future where, you know what? I think for the next 4 or 5 weeks, I'm going to have guests on my Hangout. Yes, for the next 4 or 5 weeks, starting next week. And I want to start having my team members on here because, guys, I need some interaction. I really do. I love doing these Hangouts for you guys. I do, but I really love having the feedback and interaction, guys. Folks, do you realize you already have what you need to get your first sign up, to get your first 5 sign-ups, to get your first 10, to get your first 100 sign-ups? Folks, you already have it. You already have it here. You're a masterpiece. There's no one else like you. God created you as an individual. No one else like you. Nobody can copy you. I don't even care if you have a twin, okay? A twin brother or sister. There's still some differences. Down to the chromosome level, there's still some differences. So with that said, guys, if you have all these resources and all the knowledge that you need to be successful already, what's the problem? And I'm not picking on you guys. It's just a question. I'm asking myself, what is the problem? Here's what I didn't like using the word problem. Here's what the issue is. You have not learned how to tap into those resources. Folks, God's giving you everything you need. And for you atheists out there, hey, whether you like it or not, okay, God has given you also everything you need. It's already here. It's here, guys. It's here in your diaphragm. It's here in your heart. You already have it. Now, what we're doing here, what we're doing in Empower Network, what I'm doing here each and every Monday night, which I'm also going to start doing on Wednesday nights, I want to help you tap into those resources you already have. But folks, here's what's cool. For you guys that are a little bit, frustrated, or you're having doubts, or you're thinking about giving up, whatever, here's what's cool. You should sit back there. You should sit there right now and start to develop a smile on your face. You should, folks, because listen, isn't it cool knowing that, hey, Miles, I didn't know that. So wait a minute, Miles, you're telling me I already have what it takes to succeed? Yeah, you do. And you're also telling me that you, Vic, David Wood, and whoever else that cares is going to help me tap into those resources and bring them out? Yes, guys. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. So this might be a little profound, but if you really think about it, you should almost get kind of smug. Almost get a healthy ego. Healthy. Nothing wrong with a healthy ego. Because, guys, you are all masterpieces. You've been given a brain, guys. You've been given a heart. Guys, you can... Oh, man. I don't think you guys are listening to me. I don't think you hear me. That's the problem, folks. Your subconscious mind that has been infected by society. Your subconscious mind that has been brainwashed to think that life has to be a struggle, that only certain groups of people can prosper. That's bullshit, guys. And you know I mean that, because you never hear me curse, okay? That's bullshit. You guys have the same resources that a Donald Trump, that a Vic Stryzus, you have those same resources. The only difference is, folks, you have not tapped into them. Or because there's a lot of people on my team making money. Or maybe you're just beginning to tap into it. Guys, once you tap into those resources, the floodgates open up. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. And along with that, yes, you are going to learn new skills. You are going to learn marketing skills and what have you. But, folks, to use those skills, to use those tools, those resources, those traffic strategies, they're no good to you. They're no good to you, folks. They are. I don't care how many traffic courses you buy, how many landing pages you create, how many funnels you create. You might get some what I call lucky sales, but folks, this is not about luck. This is about building a real business you can be proud of. Your children can be proud of. Your spouse can look at you and say, that's my husband. That's my wife. And I am so proud of them. I knew they could do it. But folks, the only way that's going to happen is if you tap into your inner resources. Now, some of you are probably saying out there, Miles, how do I do that? I've already told you. Stay with us. Stay with the training. Listen to what I'm sharing with you. Listen to what Vic Streisers is sharing with you. Listen to what David Wood is sharing with you. Oh, you're saying, well, David Wood hasn't shared much with me. Well, have you been to a live event? Maybe you should start going to live events. Hey, listen, you don't have to have your face out there. You don't have to be out there. Sit all the way in the back of the room. Let me tell you something, folks. There's some millionaires sitting all the way in the last row in the back of the room at an Empower event. And as soon as the event is over, they just kind of sneak out the door, go back to their nice quiet life. Folks, it depends on what you want to do. Don't you understand? There is no cookie cutter. You don't have to be like me. You don't have to be like Vic. You don't have to be like David Wood. Okay? Be yourself. Find your true self and develop that. Find your true self and exploit that. As long as it's you, that's your gift. As long as it's you, man, exploit it to the hilt. Whatever you are, exploit it to the hilt. I gotta check the comments because I've been going on for a little bit, and okay, cool. All right, so guys, it's 10 after 8 already. Boy, time flies when you're having fun. I wanted to remind you guys. I got a couple of notes here. I like to always have my notes because, you know, I can just talk off the cuff. I really don't need notes. But then again, if I'm talking for an hour or an hour and a half, and then I end up missing something, you know, that I wanted to share with you guys, that bugs me. So, real quick, guys. Hey, did all of you guys download your free ebook? If you haven't, go to my Facebook wall. I believe you can also go to my Facebook page, my business page, Miles Seegers. There's a free download from Tony Robbins. I'm sure many of you have read the book already, Awaken the Giant Within. If you've read that book already, see, here's what's cool, guys, okay? Smart people, successful people understand that one of the secrets, guys, here's something funny. Life is so interesting. The secrets that are out there to change your life, make money online, lose weight, whatever. You know what's weird, guys? Kind of weird and strange? Those secrets you guys already know. Yeah, you already know. You just need to be reminded sometime. And one of the secrets is repetition. Repetition is one of the secrets of success. So for those of you that have already read the Tony Robbins Awaken the Giant Within book, I want you to go to my wall, download that book, leave a comment, or go to my Facebook page. Either one, doesn't matter. Download your free gift from Tony Robbins, and I want you to read that ebook. Read it. Will change your life. And if you've already read it, well, this will be your second time, or third, or fourth, or fifth, or what have you. By the way, guys, Tony Robbins is celebrating 20 years. That he's actually been really doing this. So I think it's really fitting that next week I'm going to have a guest on my Hangout that's good friends with Tony Robbins, and he's going to share a perspective with you coming from a different angle that I don't think many of you have ever seen. In fact, maybe you have, I don't know, but you know, the information this gentleman is going to be sharing on the Hangout next week, I've never, well, I know it now, but before he introduced it to me, I had never seen it. I had never really looked at things the way, he talks about things. How we're all connected as one, and he's been given a gift from birth. The gift this guy has, he was born with it. So and this is nothing psychic, guys. This is reality. This gentleman, I'm going to have one. He is a businessman, but he's identified some key factors that's holding all of you guys back. Would you like to hear about that? That's holding all you guys back from your first sale, or your 10th sale, or your 100th sale, or holding you back from losing that last 10 or 20 pounds. Because, guys, whether it's money, losing weight, relationships, or whatever, it's about setting an intention, setting a goal, and accomplishing it. Doesn't matter what the goal is. I mean, that's really irrelevant. It's personal to you, but it really doesn't matter what the goal is. Life is about setting goals and achieving them, okay? Because, as I always mention to you guys, that elusive success, that word success, folks, you'll never achieve it. That's a journey. We're just on a journey, where we're striving for success. But the thing is, again, success is a journey that you live throughout your life, and it ends when you stop living. And hopefully that will be a long time from now. So let's see here. What else did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about real quick. I'll just mention this real quick in passing, guys. To all of my BIM, Big Idea Mastermind certified partners, if you guys are not receiving emails, okay, let me know. I know Chris Brindamore, you already let me know, and we're working on that. But you got to understand, folks. The way a lot of you became certified, we're all not the same. See, what I'm getting at is, some of us got certified by going to a live event. We got certified right at the event. Some of you got certified. Well, you're allowed to be certified in spite of not going to the event. So there's kind of a disconnect there where you may not be on the correct list to be receiving emails. But here's what I will tell you. Here's what I'll tell you guys. We're gonna make it easy here, because I'm here for you guys. All right. Those of you that are certified, BIM certified, send me an email. If you already sent me an email, send me another one. Send me an email with proof, okay? Proof that you're certified. And I will make sure that I include you on my distribution list. So whenever Vic is having a hangout or whatever, this way, you'll be aware of it until your account gets updated. Until your email gets included on the right list. So that's just for the BIM certified partners. And again, those of you that are not certified, excuse me, and want to become certified, you also will have an opportunity to become certified after we launch, which is going to be sometime in August. And I'll just tell you this. I'll just tell you this. If you, for some reason, decide not to get certified, I will go as far as to say you are crazy. you are crazy. Never let it be a money issue, folks, because if you want to build your business or do something with your life, on the surface level, money is the issue, of course. Of course. I mean, your best friend. I'm just checking the time here. Your best friend. It's called your subconscious mind. Your best friend always telling you that money's the issue. It's going to be a struggle. I don't have the money. I can't find it. I don't have any resources. Your subconscious mind's always going to tell you that. I'm telling you to take some time out, open up your subconscious mind, and stop listening to that negative voice that's telling you you can't do something. Folks, there's always a way. I'm not gonna labor on that. You and I both know there's always a way. There's always a way. What else? Okay, guys, I wanted to got a couple minutes left here. What I really wanted to do, guys, before our big hangout next week, I wanted to remind you guys some of the things you should be doing in your business that I know without a shadow of a doubt that a lot of you are not doing. I'm not going to say all of you, but there's a lot of you that are not doing this. Folks, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to spend 90 minutes. 90 minutes per day on your business. But see, there's a catch to it, folks. Here's the catch. That 90 minutes that I'm talking about, I'm not talking about your reading, watching videos, training audio. I'm not talking about that. That's your 30-30-30, okay? Or it's your 60-30-90 if you're on my team. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about dedicating 90 minutes. For those of you that have the time, I would say make it 2 hours. Now, here's the key, guys. That 90 minutes needs to be uninterrupted time. I mean, will you lock yourself away in a spare bedroom, in your home office, or just pick a spot where you will not be interrupted. You turn off your cell phone. And in fact, I would say don't have any windows open on your computer or laptop. Don't have any. And what I want you to do for those 90 minutes is just focus on some income producing activity. And I'm going to give you one for example. Okay, guys, you all know that there's 2 forms of marketing in the entire internet marketing world. That's it, just 2. Free marketing, free advertising, and paid. We talk about both all the time. Now, those of you that are on my team, especially, you should know that I'm a big believer in both. I believe in free marketing, I believe in paid marketing, but let's get real here, guys. Nothing is really free. Seriously, guys, nothing in life is really free. Even if you're doing free marketing, because, guys, if you're going to sit there and tell me, okay, guys, okay, Miles, I'm only going to focus on free marketing. Well, it's not really free, guys, because if you're telling me it's free, that's telling me right there that you don't value your time. You don't think you're worth anything. You go, folks, guys, you should be calculating that number. I know there was an exercise that we did probably months ago. I know I did this exercise on calculating your time, what you're worth per hour. I mean, me myself, I haven't done it in a while, but if I had to take a guess, I don't know, guys. I think that I don't know what I'm worth per hour, but I'll tell you what I'm worth per hour the last time I did it, because it's going to change. Your value is going to continue to go up. The last time I did it, I calculated that I'm worth $1,000 per hour. That's what my time is worth, $1,000 per hour. Okay, so if I were to take 2 hours of my time and spend it on something that's not, income producing, whatever, I'm really just squandering that time. I'm wasting my time, folks. Whenever I work on a free strategy, a free marketing strategy, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Craigslist, whether it's Safeless or whatever, whether I'm doing video marketing on YouTube, or if I even do a blog post. Those are all free marketing strategies. But it's still costing me. Because if I spend 2 hours on, just me, okay? If I spend 2 hours doing that, I've just basically spent, charged myself $2,000, okay? That's the deal, folks. So again, and I think you guys are smart enough to know what I'm talking about. Your time is valuable, okay? In fact, that's our greatest commodity is time. Folks, we can always make more money. If I can, forget me, okay? You guys can go out and make more money tonight, with the right strategies and tools. You can do that. But you know what? When it hits 12 midnight tonight, when the clock hits 12 midnight, that's it. Monday is done. You're not going to get more time. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you're a billionaire prince from Dubai or somewhere. Doesn't matter. We're working on it. We haven't figured it out yet, folks. We're working on it. We're working on buying time. I don't think we'll ever solve that equation, but you cannot buy more time. So again, we're talking about doing free marketing. We're talking about doing paid. I will say to you guys, start dedicating at least 90 minutes. And to doing something, I don't care if it's paid. I don't care if it's free. But I want you to dedicate that time and spend that time on your business every single day. You should be working on yourself every single day. I know you're doing that. You should also be working on your business every single day, guys. Every day. This is a business. It's not a job. A job you work 4 or 5 days a week, maybe 6. Some jobs 7, but most jobs you don't work 7 days a week. Not most. But a business, folks, to grow your business, you should be working it every single day. And then, because you're an entrepreneur, whenever you want to take a break, take a little vacation, doesn't matter what day it is, you do that. You do that. So, for example, guys, here's where I'm going with this. Today, I worked on some free advertising. Okay, for those of you that are on a tight budget, I worked on some free advertising. I spent about an hour on it, maybe an hour and a half. Here's what I did, guys. Here's what I did. I went to Facebook groups. First of all, guys, I determined which market I wanted to hit. And when I say market, I'm talking about your whatever group of people you want to reach out to and communicate with. It could be real estate, insurance, multi-level marketing companies, network marketing, whatever. Guys, there's thousands of groups on Facebook, so I don't need to sit here and tell you what they are. Just open up your mind, do some investigation. There's tons of groups on Facebook. So what I'm getting ready to tell you, if you've spoken to me on the phone or whatever, I know I've told all of you to do this. Very, very simple, little time consuming, because it's free, but you all can do this. So I started posting in some Facebook groups, about an opportunity of, helping people. I didn't post any links. Posting links is spamming. Some groups will let you get away with it. Some groups frown upon it. But I just posted in some groups talking about my opportunity, that I'd like to help some people. And guys, I've gotten probably, as of today, 3 or 4 commitments from people that are going to be joining my team. From just posting. No paid Facebook PPC, okay, market, just posting in groups. Okay? Folks, you can do this. You can do this. And again, I'm going to be real, guys. I'm not going to sit here and make it sound just that easy. Here's where it's easy. You must learn to post the right type of content. I know I talk about this every week. Working on your copywriting skills. Mailing your lists. Practice with your lists. I don't care if people unsubscribe. Practice with your lists. Folks, for those of you that are on a tight budget or struggling a little bit, folks, there is no reason at all you should not be posting in Facebook groups. There's hundreds of them out there. Oh, am I saying hundreds? There's thousands of them. Thousands of them out there that you can post in, and it's free. Start conversations with people. Try not to be too spammy. But guys, I'm just telling you, I spent no money. I'm just telling you, you guys can do this. You can do this. So that's just one little tip, guys. Just one little tip. But I really want you to start working on your maybe now. If you're already doing this, great. But folks, I'm really talking about spending 90 dedicated minutes uninterrupted, not working on nothing else, just picking a strategy and just focusing on it for 90 minutes a day. Give it a shot. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you do that. All right, what else, guys, that I want to talk about? Before I go on, I wanted to remind you guys what we all should be doing with this business, this Empower Network business. I don't care if you started a year ago, 6 months ago. I don't care if you just joined my team yesterday. Another secret. Another golden nugget. Stuff you already know. Folks, the next strategy I'm going to share with you guys, which I know I've done before, I apply this to a lot of areas of my life. I apply this to one of my other passions. It's also a hobby of mine, dancing, salsa dancing. I apply this to that. That's why I'm so good at it. And you'll be hard pressed to find somebody that says I'm not good at it. If they're saying that, it's because they're jealous. Okay, so yeah, the next strategy I'm gonna share with you guys, I applied, to my I apply it to everything I do. Whether it's a sport, bowling or whatever I do, I apply this principle to it, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. Let me just check the comments over here, see if anybody has any questions or what have you. Okay, cool. Hey, you know what I'll do, guys? Go ahead and post your comments, okay? When just to keep the continuity going, when the Hangout is done, I will answer your questions. I'm going to jump right on the live fire, and I will answer your questions. So when the Hangout is over, guys, if you want to leave, that's fine, but come back. It's going to be recorded, so come back. Click on the link again, and you'll be able to see my answers in the live fire in the comment section. Okay, so that's how we'll handle that. I just lost my. Let's see here. I just feel so comfortable with you guys. I've been doing this now for I've been having these hangouts regularly for a couple of months now, probably 3 or 4 months, and I just love it, guys. I just feel so comfortable, sharing knowledge with you guys, just interacting with my team. Those of you that are, come on these hangouts every week live, I really appreciate you guys. I know you could be doing something else, so I appreciate you being here. So, real quick, I'm not sure if I want to share my screen with you guys or if I just want to tell you what I wanted to tell you. You know what, guys? I'll share my screen real quick. It's okay. I'm kind of running out of time. Thank you, Napoleon. I appreciate it, brother. Hey, Napoleon, I want to tell you something, bro. I had my eye on you since you joined my team, and I'm going to tell you something you already know. Brother, you are going to blow up in this business. I know it. You're going to do big things. You are going to succeed. You're already succeeding. You've had some setbacks, but I'm telling you, my wife and I have talked about you. You're going to blow up, brother. I mean, whether you see it or not, I think you do. But I see it. And you know what? That's what counts. Oh, yeah, that's what counts, because you know what? Vic saw something in me before I ever saw it. And I remember the fact, I always remembered that, what he told me. And I'm telling you the same thing. I talk to my team members individually, directly. Right now, I'm addressing Napoleon. But, brother, you stick with this business, brother. Stick with this business. Again, I like having fun with my friends, my followers. I love having fun, guys. I love making money. I love changing lives. One of the events, one of the future Empower Network events. It may be Orlando. I'm not sure. If it's not Orlando, it's going to be the next event. I plan. Here's the deal, guys. Guys, you want to hear something cool? Guys, I can get you guys so hyped up, so excited, you can't sleep. Because that's what I like to do. But I like to deliver. I just don't like to give hype. I like to deliver. And I hope I'm doing that. I'm going to do that, continue doing that, starting next week with the guests I'm bringing on this Hangout for you guys. But anyway, guys, here's what I'm saying. Whenever I go to events, guys, I always rent a car. Always. I just like to have that freedom. A lot of my friends go to the Empower events. They don't rent cars. But I like to rent cars. So I'm not sure if it's going to be Orlando because I'm not sure how long we're staying. And I don't want to do this unless I'm staying for a while. But I'm going to rent I always rent a car. You know that. I'm going to rent a real expensive car. I'd like to rent a Maserati or something. I'd like to if the rental car company has it. I'll probably have to go to one of those specialty rental car places. You know, where they have like the high-end cars. Guys, it's lifestyle. Many of you can resonate with what I'm saying. Some people out there may not like what I'm saying because I'm talking about things. I'm talking about toys. Guys, it's about lifestyle. It's about how you want to live your life. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I'm going to rent one of these high-end cars. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rent two. I'm going to rent two of them. And some lucky person that comes to the event, I'm going to let them use that car. And what we're going to do, me and this person, I don't know who it's going to be. Might be Napoleon. We're just going to, you know, peruse around town, kind of just live the life. You know, if it's a Maserati, we're going to ride around in our Maseratis. We're going to shoot some videos in the Maseratis. Folks, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do some life-changing stuff. Folks, this is the beginning, guys. This is the beginning. I want to take my team on events. I want to be able to take my team to Hawaii. You know, big idea mastermind transformation events, just like Vic did with me, and is going to continue doing. Folks, it's about living your life. I have a question for you, whether you're on my team or not. If you are not ready to live your life on your terms, not mine, on your terms, if you're not ready to do that, what are you waiting for? Or are you waiting until you get younger? None of us are getting younger. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for somebody to give you permission to live your life? All right, cool. All right, you know what, guys? I think that's what it is. Yep. I think that's what it is. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you permission, starting today, to go out and live your life. That's it. You have my permission. Starting today, go out and live your life. What do I mean by that? I'm going to give you a little example. I want to see who can figure out this analogy. I want to see who grabs the golden nugget I'm going to share with you. Okay? Now, those of you know that I'm into health, watch my diet, watch what I eat. I need to get a little better at it because when I go to the events, you know, sometimes, you know, we're eating out and all. But other than that, I like to stay healthy, work out, watch my diet. Many of you out there are probably doing the same thing. Maybe you're on a strict diet. But come on, guys. I don't care what strict diet you're on. I know you still like some things. Here's the analogy. This is just for the people that are dieting. But I want you to get the analogy. I want you to take a break from your diet. Yes, Miles is telling you to. Take a break from your diet and go enjoy something you've been craving for. I don't care if it's a banana split. I don't care if it's a Big Mac. I don't care if it's a whatever. I want you to break that diet right now and go enjoy something you really love. Now, for those of you that are not dieting, and this doesn't relate to you, I want you to use that analogy and go out, starting now, tonight, after the hangout, and start living your life. Start living your life. I hope you can understand the analogy I'm talking about, folks. So, see, I told you guys, that's why I need to have notes. I wanted to get to some basic training, and I am going to get to it. I'm going to zip through it real quick, guys. I'm going to share my screen with you. Because, guys, I want to remind you guys, whether you're on... And, guys, you know what, guys? I can sympathize with some of you guys. It's okay. You can put your head on my shoulder. I'm here for you. I'm not talking to people on my team. I'm talking to people that are not on my team that are watching this hangout. It's okay. It's okay, guys. I understand that your sponsor, not by any fault of their own, is in the witness protection program. So until they get released, it's okay. You can hang with us. You have a home here. So just having some fun, guys. With that said, I want to remind you guys, whether you're a basic member, whether you are all in, whether you're making, you know, $5 grand, $10 grand a month, I don't care. I don't care. I want to remind you. Oh, I was telling you guys about the secret earlier, and I'm getting right into it. Here's the other secret I was going to share with you guys, and then I kind of got segued, which I always do. The other secret, guys, is that you already know. What did I tell you about? It's already in you. Those resources are already in you. Here's the secret, guys. Stick with the basics. Stay with the basics. Master the basics. The basics can be boring. I agree with you. I agree with you. But you know what, guys? The people that focus on that boring stuff, the people that focus on that boring stuff that a lot of you don't want to focus on, I'll share a secret with you. We're making all the money. Do you understand that? The boring, monotonous, repetitious stuff that a lot of you don't want to do, those of us that are doing that, we're making all the money. So with that said, guys, real quick, I'm going to take you in my Empower Network back office. Somebody just sent me a text, so I'm checking. Oh, David Wood. I'm going to take you in my Empower Network back office, if I can share my screen. And I want to show you guys something real quick. I want to show you guys something real, just kind of as a reminder, okay? Those of you that are getting sales, making commissions, sales, what have you, you know, in many cases, those are lucky sales. I'm telling you the truth, guys. Because if you can't turn on the faucet just like that and command sales on a daily basis or whenever you want, I would call those lucky sales. I don't want my team getting lucky sales. I mean, it's great. If you got a sale's a sale. I want you guys to be in control. I want you to be in control of your business. You know, when you open your online store for business, which should be open 24/7 anyway, and people come in, I want you to be able to control the sales that you get. So, real quick, let me just share this with you guys. Desktop, start screen share. And Empower Network. This is my back office, guys. You guys have the same back office. Real quick, I normally spend sometimes up to an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours with new members. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes I do, going over, customizing a blueprint for them, how they should be running their business. I hope those of you that are not on my team, I hope your sponsor is doing that for you. But anyway, guys, real quick, no matter what level you're at in Empower Network, and for those of you that are not in Empower Network, you're getting a sneak peek here. This is what our back office looks like. And what I want to tell you guys is, just as a reminder, at least once a week, guys, at least once a week or every other week, you need to be going through the Fast Start training. You need to review these 8 core commitments. You need to live by these 8 core commitments. You need to run your business according to these 8 core commitments. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? You need to do that. I still do it, okay? If I can do it, you can do it. Number 2, and I'm just going to tell you straight, guys, if you are sitting at the $25 level, which is the basic level, all right, and if you're sitting at that $25 level, guys, I'm just going to come out and tell you, like some people won't tell you the truth, you need to upgrade to at least the inner circle. That's it. That's it. Stop screwing around, guys. Stop screwing around. Have one less Starbucks coffee per day and save that money for your Inner Circle membership. Maybe stop going out to the movies for a month or 90 days. Whatever you have to do. This is your business, guys. Okay? I don't know too many $25 businesses that you can start. Fine, start at the $25 level, but what I'm telling you guys is you need to at least be at the Inner Circle. Why? Because I tell members of my team that they should be listening to an Inner Circle audio daily, especially in the beginning, especially if you have not earned a commission yet. You should be listening to these Inner Circle audios, okay, daily. And also, you should click on the Inner Circle Rewind tab. Are you with me? Go all the way to the bottom, if you haven't done this, and start with September 5th, 2011. Then, tomorrow, you're going to listen to September 12th. And the next day, September 26th. And what are you folks going to do? You're going to move up in time. This is 2.5 years of Inner Circle audios. Why are we doing this? Because, folks, that's going to give you an edge. That is going to give you so much content. There is so much knowledge and information in there, in those Inner Circle audios. And the beautiful part is, you can listen to them anywhere. You can listen to them on your phone. Okay? You don't have to actively sit down and listen to these. That's how I train my members. We start from the bottom, and this way, guys, this is your company. This is your company. Wouldn't you like to know the history of the company, where they came from? Well, I'll say it this way. You better know the history of the company, where they came from, and where they're going. And the only way you're going to know that is by going through these Inner Circle audios. We'll give you plenty of content for blogging, for shooting videos, plenty of content to share with your lists, golden nugget, plenty of content to share with your list. Guys, there's a wealth of information here in the Inner Circle audios. I have no clue, none. I have no clue why you guys are not listening to these on a daily basis. None, no clue. Now, for you guys that are at the Costa Rica level, 15K or master's course, here's what I will tell you. Here's what I recommend. You don't have to listen to me, but here's what I recommend. Those of you on my team, you already know what's up. Here's what I recommend. And those of you that are not at the Costa Rica, you're going to get to see some behind-the-scenes stuff. I recommend that you take one lesson per week and study that lesson. Implement that lesson. For example, if you were at the Costa Rica level, this week you would watch lesson number 1. That's it. One lesson per week. And then next week, you would watch lesson number 2. And then the following week, lesson number 3. Folks, here's the mistake. A lot of you will upgrade, for example, to the Costa Rica 15K master's course, and you're trying to be a good student, you're trying to do the right thing, but what will you do? You will sit there and go through all of these lessons, which I call information overload, and guys, that will not serve you at all. That serves no purpose. You do not need to try to learn all of this stuff overnight. So what I recommend my team members do, no matter what they own, for example, if you own the 15K formula, I recommend you do the same thing. Start with lesson 1 this week, next week lesson 2, and the following lesson, and on. So basically, what are you doing? If you are all in, if you're on my team, and you're all in, all right, I'm showing you guys something that a lot of you don't get to see. If you're all in, I want you to go through the Costa Rica Intensive 15K formula and the Master's course, lesson 1 for each course this week. And then next week, you're going to be going through all 3, lesson 2. Are you following me, guys? 1 lesson per course per week. And trust me, guys, that will eliminate the information overload. Plus, here's the other thing, guys. After you go through a lesson, what's next? Well, the next thing you need to do is implement what you learned immediately. Not next week, not next year. Go through a lesson and implement, take action immediately. You can't do that if you're trying to go through all the lessons at one time. All right? I hope that makes sense to you guys. So I'm actually going to stop there. I was actually going to go into the Big Editor Mastermind back office, which is right here. But you know what? I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there and have you guys come back for more. Now, next week, guys, again, I'm going to have my guest, who obviously is going to do most of the talking. So, you know, we won't be covering any stuff like this next week. The following week, I'm going to have another guest. And then the week after that, I'm going to have another guest. So, guys, I'm going to be bringing people on, as I promised. Some people on my team, people from other teams. But next week, guys, is going to be the big hangout. And I call it, here's why I call it big. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, guys, here's why I call it big. I don't call it big because of hype. I call it big because I'm expecting to have a lot of people on the hangout. I would like to think there'd be a lot of people in this hangout because I'm telling you guys, and I'll keep telling you, the information that's going to be shared on that hangout is going to get you your first breakthrough, or no matter what level you're at. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. There are people, guys, right now in Empower Network. Income disclaimer: these people are not typical. They work their butts off. There are people right now in Empower Network making over $100,000 per month, not year, per month. Well, I will say to these people, I know for a fact that these people would like to take their business to the next level and start earning $200,000 a month. And I know they're working on that. But, guys, we all hit ceilings, me included. We all hit ceilings. This information that's going to be shared with you guys next week will allow you, if you're receptive to it, allow you to break through to that next level. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. If you're on my team and you're earning $5,000 per month, trust me, I know you'd like to earn 10. And you're probably trying everything, pulling your hair out, but there's just something that's stopping you from breaking through. Well, anyway, again, this is just my personal opinion. I believe that the information that's going to be shared with you next week is the solution that you've been looking for. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week. And I'm going to check the comments real quick again. Hey, Gerald, brother, I know you're always blogging. I see your blogs in my Empower Network back office. So hang in there, brother. Keep blogging, because I'm going to tell you something. What are you doing by blogging? You are depositing. You are putting deposits in your bank account. As a metaphor, you're depositing into your bank account. Those blogs that you keep sharing are starting to build up. The search engines are going to start finding them. You are going to be able to share those blogs with people that are coming onto your list. We'll talk about that strategy, Gerald. But trust me, guys, just hang in there. Okay, do what I tell you to do, and you're gonna be sitting around